and today we're going to talk about optimizing your channel so that you can attract the right audience. If you were not here yesterday, the replay is available inside of our group. The goal is that if you've complete yesterday, today you should at least have the structure and the bones for your channel. Um, the rest of the stuff that the channel needs, we're going to be going through day by day. I'm taking this at a slow pace, just so that those of you who may not have had a YouTube channel already set up have some time to kind of get one set up with the basics, and then we're going to start getting into the content of it. So today's going to be a bit of a blend between the content and finishing your setup. I'm going to talk about the ways that you can get your channel art customization, all that stuff done. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how to use the YouTube to figure out like what should I describe my channel as, what keywords are going to bring the people to me. I'm going to do a little bit of AI training to show you some of the things that I do in order to help me with that process. So let me start by just first going to say congratulations to those of you who were able to do day one and have your channel set up. It may not feel like a lot, but that is a success because now you have the launch pad that you need to do the rest of the work. I'm going to pull up my bare bones YouTube channel. I haven't added anything to it yet, just so I can talk to you about the next steps and what we're going to be focusing on. All right, and you should be seeing my screen now. So the part that we did not do yesterday was channel customization, and I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can do channel customization. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about how you can go about getting this done. So channel customization is basically adding some graphics and some visuals to your channel. There's two parts of it. That's one part. The other part is the keywords in the channel description. So I'm going to walk you through a couple things that I normally do to, number one, figure out what type of content are people looking for so that I can be relevant to them. Number two, what channels are people going to compare me to? And what are they talking about that's either similar or something that maybe I didn't think about and want to cover? And then number three, just what type of keywords might I want to use into some of my content? So let's start with the visual side, and then we'll go to the home tab, and I'll talk about how that's set up. So visually on YouTube, you have an opportunity to set up a banner. This is very similar to what you see on Facebook, where you have like a cover art. So let me just pull up one of the other channels here. I'm going to go to YouTube. And Anna Hickman is somebody that I follow. So Anna Hickman is someone who does, she says, no, sharing everything I know about making money online as a web designer and content creator. So I came across her channel because I was looking for some information on a system I was using. And I love how simple and clean her preferences are when it comes to her design. I ended up buying one of her courses and went through that to learn this tool that I wanted to learn. So a couple things I want to point out to you is that her cover banner, which is the channel art cover, is very simple. It's just really a picture. There's no extra graphics. She didn't put her logo or any of that stuff in there. That's her brand style. That's the way that she sets that up. Her profile picture, you can see clearly who she is. And you'll notice in most of her thumbnails, as anyone can see, it's the same picture. The profile picture, the image on the thumbnails, on most of her thumbnails, she's using pretty much the same picture. Some of them may have a different pose, but for the most part, it's similar. So I'll show you this example because I want you to realize how simple it can be and not feel like you have to all of a sudden become this top agency designer who makes all these things and graphics and all that. It does not have to be that. It can be that if you choose, but it does not have to be. My goal is to get you through this kind of stuff so they're not barriers and that you can do the thing that you need to do to get the channel up. All right. So let's just go take a look at another example. Here, let's go to Arlen Hamilton.
If you need 2,000.
All right, so Arlen Hamilton is another example. Her cover channel has a picture of her, two books that she has out, Your First Million. She's talking about clearly what it is that she's talking about. You can get clear on that. You'll notice her profile picture is a little bit more than just a face picture, but then also has like Your First Million because that's what her channel is all about. So if you go look at her video content, you'll often see that she's talking about money because she's talking about how you can make your first million. And most of her content is around different ways that you can do that using different strategies. Okay. So these are just some examples of cover art and profile picture. Now, if I want to create cover art for my channel and profile picture, you can just simply upload your picture. One of the easiest things that you can do is just go to Canva. And if you're not familiar with Canva, highly suggest that you look into it. And it's free, but they also have a paid subscription, which is going to give you more features. So this is really where I create all of my graphics, all the materials that you see for our course and for our group. The workbook that you saw, all that stuff is designed here. Yesterday, I was wearing my Bond to Build shirt and I took a couple of pictures because I wanted to just show you all that this is just basic things that I'm doing that you can do too. So like yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna create some thumbnails for this. I need to have some pictures to put up. I literally just stood against a wall and took some pictures. Okay, so you'll notice these pictures. I just added a filter on them, pointing a couple different directions, right? And then inside Canva, I was able to bring those pictures in. I was able to remove the background, and that's how I got these thumbnails. I put a filter on there too. Okay. So Canva has templates. I can type in YouTube channel template. So Canva templates is what I want to look at. All right, so these are a bunch of different templates that are pretty much already set up to the specs. The thing you need to note about YouTube is your channel art area is going to have different dimensions to it. The part that's going to be most visible is the middle part. The reason why you have a lot of this background stuff here is because, like I mentioned yesterday, people can watch your channel on their TV. So you might have people streaming your channel inside of their home on their big TV, and that's just meant to kind of fill up some of the space. But the main thing that you want to do is make sure that you have that center part done. So you can go into Canva, type that in, YouTube channel templates, find a design that you like, and then customize it. If I wanted to use this one, I can come here and customize this template. All right, I can take one of my photos and I can drag and drop it in here. Say I want to move it around. I can come into Canva and choose a filter that I might like. That color is not too bright. But just to give you an idea, this is one of the ways that you can come in and quickly get some channel art. I'm going to upload this because I want you guys to see playbook. Let's say I didn't do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and download this I'm going to do a JPG file. Okay. So that image is going to download, and then I'm going to upload it to my channel so you have an idea what that looks like. So this is just one of the ways that you could go about that you can go about customizing your channel. The other way is that you can find somebody to do it for you, hire a designer, or we also provide those services, and I'll put a link for that. What we do is so this is why it's important here. So you see how it cuts off some of the image. So this is one of those things that you might have to play around a little bit with and kind of highlight the area that you want to focus on. The all devices is basically what's going to show. That's usually the smallest screen, the mobile screen. So I would go back and probably adjust this a little bit more so that, my picture fits into that template that I chose might not necessarily be the best one, but let me just publish it and show it to you. But you are able to use Canva and something like that if you have the time to kind of play around in there and see what that's going to look like. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. So the picture shows up there. My name is there. The rest of that stuff is kind of cropped out, but that's the part that's going to show on the TV if somebody was to watch that. I could also come on here and just upload a photo of myself. But basically, what you'll do is just upload a photo of yourself, and then you are set to go with that part. So I won't spend too much time on this. I wanted to walk you through that process. For if you want to have this service done for you, I'll put some links inside of our group so that you can purchase that service. I believe we have a package that's like $100, and it does like your YouTube, your Facebook cover, and a LinkedIn cover. So you can get all those covers designed so that they can match. So that's the visual part. That's just going to be that cover art and the profile picture. The home tab is something that once you start adding video content, you're able to arrange what type of options show up. So if I was to go here, you see where it says home, videos, shorts, live. Podcasts, a lot of people don't know that you can actually upload your content as a podcast playlist. You can organize all of that stuff and decide which of these things are going to show up on your channel and in what order. Okay. So once we have some content added, that's something that we will be able to see. You can turn it on and you can add different sections to that. So this is more of a later down the line thing. The next thing I want to talk about, and which is our focus for today, is how do I write my channel description? What kind of keywords, what type of content might I want to create in order to appeal to the audience that I want to attract? So in our example, I said that I'm creating this channel to teach solo entrepreneurs how to use AI-powered tools to manage and grow their business. Now, I would recommend that you do a little bit of research. I'm going to show you how I do research two ways. The first way is I would come over to YouTube and I would just type in my main thing, AI tools for, oops, okay, business. Now, let me just stop here for a second and point a couple things out to you. As I was typing, you noticed all these different recommended words and phrases popped up. What happens is Google is anticipating, or YouTube, I should say, is anticipating what you're looking for and starting to show you recommendations on what's most popular. So if I look up what's at the top versus what's at the bottom, the top is what's most popular searched, most regularly searched, and the bottom is the keywords that are least searched. So everything in between here are all different phrases that some people are looking for. So what I usually will do is take a look at this and see like what's common. I'm seeing people looking for AI tools for business, business automation, 2024, because often people want to find the latest thing, business development, operations. So all these are kind of clues for me. So let's just pick one of these. I'm going to choose 2025 since that's the year we're in. And this is one of the research things that I do to figure out when people type these keywords in, what options are they shown? And what is the focus of the video? And is this something that I might want to talk about in my video on my channel? Or are there some other ideas that I might get from seeing that? All right, so the video at the top is an ad because it says sponsored. I'm not going to pay attention to that one. The next one here is from a channel called Hostinger Academy. 10 must-try AI tools for your business 2025. Now, I could clearly see why this came up as an option
Untrue.
because it has the keywords that I was looking for. AI tools for business 2025. So you need to be thinking about that when you get to the point of making like even your trailer video. What is the main phrase or the thing that people might be looking for that you can work into your video titles? This video, I noticed, I believe he has it part of a playlist, which means there's probably a number of videos on this topic. I'm going to go into the description here. So he's promoting an offer. So I talk about using YouTube to get people to your website or to your offers. Here he has use this New Year's special deal to transform your business in 2024. Okay. So this is why you need to do those verifications so you can put links in. So here he has a link over to anybody who's watching that video who could purchase. He has 290,000 subscribers and 29,000 people have viewed this. So just imagine if only, what, 5% of the people who viewed this video clicked over and purchased something. 10% would be about 3,000, so 5% would be about 1,500. So this is what's possible when you make content related to what people are searching for and you provide value in that content. Whether you're looking to boost productivity, automate tasks, or improve decision making, this video covers the top AI tools. So what he's doing in this video is basically going through like different AI tools. I can see the chapter Coral AI, hosting your website. Okay. Zapier. So he's highlighting all these different tools people can use to that are incorporate AI and they're related to business tasks, ChatGPT. So the thing about this strategy, and this is maybe something that you may or may not be familiar with, oftentimes when people are doing tool features and demos and kind of highlighting different tools that you can use for business, they usually have either a partnership or an affiliate relationship with those companies. Not always, but oftentimes. So if he has an affiliate relationship with any of those companies, the fact where he's going to get a link and if anybody purchases that software through him, he's going to get a commission from that company. So I don't want you to think, number one, that you have to have 30,000 people subscribe to you. You don't. You do not have to be an influencer to be an affiliate. All you have to do in most cases is number one, have a website that explains what you do and describe how you're going to use your affiliate relationship with that company. And you submit that application online. There's platforms for it. And once you get approved, they give you a link that has a code in it. And they'll say, hey, every time somebody purchases through this link, you'll get a commission. Now, one of the biggest platforms that offer that, but they don't pay as much as others, is Amazon. Amazon is an example where you could become an affiliate of Amazon and get access to like links to all the stuff that they sell, and Amazon will pay you a commission on those products. So just wanted to highlight that for you. I'm giving you little extra strategies in there, things that you can use because this is how you can monetize the traffic from YouTube in addition to getting people to buy whatever products or services, partner with you, joining your community, paying a membership to get coaching from you. These are different things that you can do to kind of create multiple revenue streams from that same activity. Okay. So let me show you my second way of doing research, and that's going to be using a tool like ChatGPT. Okay. So you're going to see, I was listening to the recording yesterday, by the way, and I was like, I say okay a lot. But y'all just going to have to take that as it comes. I caught it yesterday as I was listening. So let me share my screen. So another one of the things that I do when I'm doing channel research and figuring out my descriptions and keywords and topics is I use ChatGPT. Today, I made an email that I sent you. I put a post, I think I put a post inside our group, letting you know about what day two is going to be about. I went on to social media, LinkedIn and Facebook, and I made a post there just kind of describing what I'm doing. So everything that I did today, I did while laying in bed. I did it from my phone, and it took me about 10 minutes, I would say, because I designed maybe 15 minutes because I resized one of my graphics. But I made that here in ChatGPT. So the subject line of your email, everything I said to you in the email today is right here. Because I was just like, okay, today is day two. I'm going to talk about optimizing your YouTube channel. I want to cover these things. Help me write an email for my students for day two, letting them know what today is going to be about. So this is just a great tool when it comes to like coming up with ideas and content, but it's also good for research. So what I would do is I would come inside of ChatGPT, start a new message, and let's say, for example, I'm going to just tell it what I'm doing. So I have a YouTube channel about AI powered tools for business owners. Help me come up with keywords and a channel description that would appeal to my target audience, which is small business owners. And I'm going to add a little extra about the business owners who feel overwhelmed by technology and need simple solutions to support automating their business. All right, so I'm giving it a little bit of context about what my channel is about, who I want this to appeal to, and asking it for keywords and asking it for a page description. Okay, so it's going to give me a channel description. What I typically do is I'll read through it and I'll kind of pick out the parts that I like. I don't always use it fully as it comes, copy and paste. Oftentimes I might like certain parts and I'll just kind of take the parts that I want and then use those. So I'm not going to read this entirely, but struggling to keep up with your technology, you're not alone. I love that. Remember, we talked about hooks. That's a nice, strong hook for the person that I will want to attract. This channel is a go-to resource for simple AI-powered tools that help small business owners automate tasks, save time, and grow their business without the tech headaches. So everything that I talked about is addressed here, and I'm going to just copy that, and I'm going to go back to my channel, and I'm going to paste that right there. Okay. So let me publish. And then I have other things that I could pull from. There's some keywords in here. So I might want to use these keywords and say some of the things that I'll talk about on this channel is business automation made easy, AI for entrepreneurs. Like I can work all this stuff into that. But the other thing that I want to point out to you is all of these different keywords could also be good solutions for or good topic ideas for the videos that I might want to make. Okay. So let's say, for example, AI for non-tech entrepreneurs. I like that because that speaks to who I'm speaking to. Let's come over to YouTube and let's search for that and see what videos have been made on this topic. So, this is an ad because it says sponsor. Building a company as a non-tech founder. I wouldn't say that that's going to necessarily speak to a business owner. IQ ideas, the industry leading A power, too technical, OpenAI SEO, what kids should be studying. So me making the kind of content that I make would not click any of these. I wouldn't see my client clicking any of these because it's not resonating with them. So what does that tell me? Now, AI generated business plan be done in 15 minutes. That's an ad, but that's catchy. AI for Business Explained, non-technical introduction. Okay. How I built 2K a month in AI apps for non-technical founder. So a lot of these, what I'm finding would be that, hey, a lot of this stuff is super technical, and I don't think the business owner that I want to appeal to would click any of these. So I see that as an opportunity for me to make video content with those keywords and speak to the audience that I would want to connect to. Okay. So that's the way that you can use YouTube, ChatGPT just as an assistant to help you fill out those sections of your channel. Okay. So I believe we covered the visual part of the customization. We talked about the description, talked about the keywords, and I showed you how to do some preliminary research just to see who else is going to show up on that topic that you might be able to compare yourself to and do like I just did. I don't see my client clicking that. I don't see the person that I work with responding to the way that this video is set up. Those are the ways that you can figure out the best way to make that content.